1980 AMF Sunfish Viper. Put some backer patches in today. There's a chine repair up here. So we've got the backer patch in. These sticks are pulling it tight, so it'll dry. We'll get it sanded down so we can add layers of fiberglass to that in the next few days. We're experimenting with the little tip we saw. It's in a book on the boat building, Rick Russell, I believe it is. So we can take, instead of using, if you don't have a bunch of clamps, you can take some 3 or 4 inch Schedule 40 PVC pipe, cut it up into sections, put a little slit in it, and just use it to clamp your seam together. So we're trying it here. Tried a 1 inch section that wasn't really strong enough, so we went to about a 1.5 inch and 2 inch. They're working pretty good. With a little gap there with the seam. There's a little bit of foam holding this open inside. That'll be trimmed out. Then we'll put in new foam once we get ready to seal it up. We're also going to put in a piece of 4-ounce fiberglass cloth saturated in epoxy, and that's what's going to glue it all together. We've got this other repair here that'll be glued up in the next few days. Had to rebuild this flange on the hull so it'll match up with the deck edge. So you can see up there the gap without the clamps, and then back here works pretty good. If it's not strong enough, you can take and put a little paint stick in there as a spacer. When we get ready to clamp it all together, we're going to do that anyway, because that paint stick will also help spread the pressure out along that seam. So we bought a 5-inch piece of pipe and made quite a few little clamps out of it. I think the pipe was, I can't remember if it was $5 or $10, local hardware store. We bought the 3-inch. Schedule 40 is because the wall's a little thicker. It'll be a little bit stronger. And in case you don't have 60 clamps from the Alcourt factory, then this will get you going. We've got the chine repair going underneath the cover here. It's a mystery. We've got a bottom backer patch drying in, and then we put in a piece of fiberglass mat. We were able to get to this repair from the inside. We just took the Jamestown Distributors Total Boat thickened epoxy thick sew, mixed that up, buttered it up inside. We took the fiberglass mat and saturated it with some Total Boat epoxy, got it wet, and then we also coated it, buttered it up with more thick sew. Out of the tube here, we just squeezed out a big blob. We skipped on the mixer nozzle this time. A couple of squeezes of the handle, mixed it all up, smeared it on there, and we're able to stick it up inside and let it dry in place. Put a little piece of plastic over it to help shape it a little bit, so we'll have to do less shaping and sanding. Skipper made some great beef stew for dinner, and this is the epoxy that we used to get the patch saturated at first. So that's what's going on at the carriage house today. Got a little cool front blowing in down to about 80 degrees. We need our parkas here in Florida. We got St. Jock in here entertaining Winnie and Zip. So we're hoping now that it's October, the weather will cool off a little bit. We'll be able to get some fun things happening out on the water. Slow down a little bit on repairs, work more on a little bit of sailing, which rowing, paddling, a little bit of motorboating with Willow. That's what it's all about. Been happy with our little tool trolleys we made. They're easy to move around. Moved the little chop saw out today to chop up that PVC. That went quick, so it was kind of fast, cheap, pretty easy, and it's not often you find something that meets all those criteria. And it's working, so it's got that going too. So hope y'all are having a great day, and we'll talk to you later.